Okay, so we're going to have a spit roast this evening of lamb. I'm just getting the coals and charcoal, and I've got a mixture of charcoal and heat beads going here. And I've found that this, with the bead starter, and getting a fire going underneath it is the quickest way to get the beads and everything up to speed, get them hot, get them cooking, get them burning. Goes really well. Accelerates everything. As you can see, this thing is fully vented. I think it's $25 out of Bunnings. I had the Weber one for many years, and that cost me $40 or $50 or something like that. But this guy here, $20 something out of Bunnings, and it's to go. I've got an old camp oven down the bottom there that I'm going to clean up and make good. And I got that off of a cleaning a mate's house out, and he didn't want it, was sitting in the garden, so I'll get that sorted out. That's the lid over there, so that'll get going. Just move the handle over here so it doesn't burn off. But it really does get the fire going. It is the best way to get heat beads going. Absolutely fantastic. And I've got charcoal on the top, so I like the taste of charcoal. I like the taste of it on the meat. I've got gum leaves and gum tree sticks to get that fire going. As everybody knows, the gum leaves and the gum branches are the best way to get a fire going in Australia, and it puts a bit of taste through everything as well. So once this guy gets going, I'll shake it down into this little fella over here. Nice little spit roast that we've picked up from Bunnings. Let's see. Just get rid of that. Okay. So that guy costs us about $90 out of Bunnings. Comes with a battery operated unit. That 240 volt electric unit costs about another $30, and all you do is drop the coals in there, half a dozen cigarette butts in there as well, drop your coals into there, and then you put your spit across and then plug that guy into the power point there, and away you go. And about 2 hours later you've got yourself pre-made piece of meat, maybe 2.5 hours, depending on what you're doing. Pork, it does the best pork. It is fantastic for cooking pork on, and if you've got the battery operated unit, you can take it out camping. Couple of I think it's 4 AA batteries, and that runs the spit, and it'll run it forever pretty much. It'll definitely cook more than one meal, but you can put it on, you go back out fishing or hunting or whatever you want to do, and then you come back, you've got a perfectly cooked piece of meat. And unless you leave it on too long, more than 3 or 4 hours, if you left it on for 4 hours, you still would come back with a good meal. But I think anything over that, you'd probably cook the arse out of it. But if you were out there, just went out there maybe a couple of hours before dark, put this on, got the coals and everything ready an hour before you wanted to cook, and so 3 hours before dark, and then when you got back at dark, you'd have a perfect piece of cooked meat. So definitely something that's worth looking at. I think they're about $75 now out of Bunnings. I bought this one probably about five years ago, maybe 6 years ago. and it's been really, really good. So I'll get back onto this when we throw the coals in there.